Yo, shout out to YouTube, man. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Peace and love, love and peace. However you want to correlate the two, man. But they go together, you know what I'm saying? They go together, man. For real, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for tuning in with me, because I'm definitely in tune with you, and I go by the name of No Face the Rambler. And if you like the content, you like what you're hearing, man, please hit that subscribe button. And please get these notifications so I keep dropping this delivery on you, you know what I'm saying? This video right here, man, this upload, man, is a part of my series, man, of Black unity being a myth, and Black unity would never happen, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, man. Shout out to the homie Baz, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Baz, man. Me and my homie Baz, we've been building a lot lately, man. Exchanging jewels, man. Valuable information. It's a lot of heartache, a lot of mental stress that goes into these topics that we talk about, man, into regards of our race of people and where our race of people is headed for the future as far as their survival. You know what I mean? And this image on the screen right here, this image on the screen you see right here, man, is a portion amongst our race, man, of individuals that clearly are not in tune and just really don't give a fuck. Really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Really don't give a fuck, man. I'm not going to call them deaf, dumb, and blind. I'm not going to call them sheeples, because they not asleep. And they not deaf, they not dumb, they not blind. They just purely don't care. You know what I'm saying? They purely just don't care. If you've been watching the news and peeping social media, you will know that in Newman, Georgia, the other day, there was a neo-Nazi protest. They had a demonstration down there in which they spewed their rhetoric, which was protected by the First Amendment, you know what I'm saying? But they were an hour away from Atlanta, which is predominantly a black city. And it is apparent that they are growing bolder and stronger each day, because of the fact that as a race of people, man, we just really don't care, you know what I'm saying? But they do. They do. That's the upper hand that they have. And also, you had a mass shooting again, which seems to appears to be the common theme now, that happened in Nashville, Tennessee, where this white individual ran off into the Waffle House and hit up a few black victims and a few Hispanic victims and laid them out, you know what I'm saying? And it was actually a black individual that beat his ass and took his gun from him. Like I said, they're getting bolder. They're getting bolder by the day. And the response from black people in America, like I said, because just don't care, man. Just don't care, you know what I'm saying? And this is where we at in 2018, man. Because just don't care, son, you know what I'm saying? And that's why me personally, man, I'm not impressed with a lot of these guys and these females that be on the internet, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, tweeting, you know, jumping in the comment section talking about pro-black this and pro-black that, and yeah, we need to do this and we need to make a change. I'm not impressed by none of that, man. I'm not impressed by none of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this, man. You know, in my eyes, there's an individual, man, that's doing some great things, and a lot of people critique him. A lot of people is divisive towards him. A lot of people have their opinions about him. But the brother I'm talking about is Tariq Nasheed, who in my eyes, I see as a right and exact individual, man. He doesn't profess to be a hotep. He doesn't profess to be some overly conscious dude. He's not running around wearing a fizz. He's not running around wearing African garbs or nothing like that. He's just giving you game. But he's giving you the game of the system that we live in and the system that we live under. You know what I'm saying? And he has a mass following, man. A lot of subscribers and a lot of people pay attention and observe and listen and really obey a lot of things that he says, which is right, because he definitely points you in the right direction. But to prove my point to you, how people don't care and how a lot of individuals just talking, running their mouth all up in the comment section. I mean, I hold Tariq Nasheed to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of his followers do. But to prove to you how the black race in America, and particularly the fact that we don't organize and we don't unify, how soft we are, man. If anything, and I knock on wood, anything, whatever happened to that brother, as far as, you know, the cops catch him and they fuck around and end up taking his life, I wonder what the pushback would be with all these individuals that's all in this comment section supporting and all that. What would the pushback be? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing, man. Not a goddamn thing. And that's fucked up, because that's exactly where we at. You know what I'm saying? The information is out there, black people. It's up to you. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? If all those individuals in the black race amongst us, man, just walking around with this I don't give a fuck attitude, you know, don't nothing matter, man, but the new Jordans, the new Bugatti, the new female that's got booty injections, don't nothing matter about the money, because I'm all for self, man. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, man. And it's fucked up that I gotta say this, man, but for like-minded individuals like myself, it is individuals like Baz and various others, man, that think like us, who these white supremacists and white society will label us as militants. I mean, in order for us to get to a better day, it's sad to say, man, before all these individuals amongst our race, man, is walking around with this I don't care attitude and self-preservation. I mean, shit, me personally, man, I think it has to be a purge, man, a cleansing. A cleansing, man, amongst us. Amongst us. Amongst us. I don't believe it's statistics. And these white statistics try to tell us that there's only 40 million of us that's in America, which I think is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's way more. But even with that number, out of that so-called 40 million, I think it's at least 2 to 3 million of us that'll ride and die for the cause. The majority, the way I see it, man, if slavery was actually brought back into the Constitution, and I'm not talking about the 13th Amendment, I'm not talking about the prison system, I'm talking about that slavery, man, from the 16, 17, 1800s, when black people were living on plantations. You know what I'm saying? When black people living on plantations, man. And pardon that, man, that's the homie Baz calling me right now, son. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, man, if we were in that situation, man, right now, where they instituted slavery back in, where we had to hit the plantation, I think 2 to 3 million out of that 40 million will ride and die for the cause, and rather die than be a slave. And the other portion would happily go back to the plantation, as long as they can have their hair weaves, Xbox, and Jordans. That's the level of comfort comfortability that we're living in as of now, in these days. And it's sad, yo. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? It's sad. And when I drop these uploads, man, into regards of black unity, man, that's my utopia. That's my dream. That's my goal. But brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you, man, it hurts my heart to say that it'll never happen. Because when I'm out in society, this is exactly what I see. People don't care. Really don't care. Could care less. Whatever situation, whatever desire, dream that they're chasing, that's all they see. That's all they see. You know what I'm saying? And as I said before in my previous uploads, man, into particular with this younger generation, they've been duped. They've been duped and brainwashed into thinking that this is a multi-racial society. Despite what these white supremacists are out here doing on a daily. On a daily. And they harming us. You know what I'm saying? They harming us. You know what's crazy about the neo-Nazi demonstration that just popped off a few days ago in Newman, Georgia, an hour away from Atlanta? The cops, the state troopers, the riot police were protecting them. They were protecting them. They were protecting them. So that lets you know, man. That lets you know the system that we under. With this asshole that just did the Waffle House shooting, where he was targeting young blacks and killed young blacks and young Hispanic people. They've already painted the picture in the media that this guy's mentally crazy, in which anybody that has knowledge of self can see through that bullshit. You can see through propaganda, but they're being protected. Black people in America, there's a war on the horizon. We're on the verge of a war in real time as I'm speaking right now. My advice, my suggestion, get the fuck out of that I don't care attitude, I don't give a fuck attitude. It's all about this. It's all, man, listen here. It's all about us. It's about our survival. It's about our children's children. It's about where we're going to be as a race of people in 2050, 2060. If we're still existing in America. That's something you need to think about. Snowface the Rambler, man. It's pro love or no love. Think about that.